You know those nightmares where you're trying to speak but no one hears? You're trying to warn people of danger but they act like you're not there, like you're behind a panel of soundproof glass.
It's kind of like what's happening right now. A lot of people are warning the West of danger, but most aren't listening. Here's the thing. These people have seen your future.
Yeah, Palestinians, Iranians, other Arabs and Muslims, they're seeing Western countries embrace the kinds of people who brought sorrow and misery to their own people.
And they've risked their lives to share these warnings. Some have 24/7 protection and hide their identities. They've all had to leave their countries.
Bridget Gabriel talks about Lebanon, her country. Around 50 years ago, it was vibrant. It was fun, cosmopolitan. Tourists loved it. Beirut was called the Paris of the East.
Exactly. Today, it's practically a failed state. So why? Well, it was a process of radical Islamization, and the Palestinians played a key role.
The Palestinians had been welcomed into Lebanon after being forced to leave Jordan for trying to overthrow the Jordanian government. The Jordanian army killed 25,000 Palestinians and expelled over 100,000. Tens of thousands went to Lebanon, who naively accepted them. Biggest mistake in their history.
One Sunday morning, 1975, some Palestinian gunmen opened fire on a church. They killed 4 people and injured hundreds. That started a war that lasted 15 years and killed 150,000. Rape was common and as brutal as on October 7th. Fast forward to now, the country is controlled by the Islamists, Hezbollah, who have dragged the country into yet another war with Israel. They've ruined the economy. Millions now live in poverty, and the Christians are often persecuted.
Elika Laban tells a similar story of her native Iran. And Yasmin Mohammed, who's part Palestinian, part Egyptian, she tells of even darker secrets in her societies, like execution for leaving Islam, so-called honor killings of people's own daughters, the murder of gays and lesbians, and widespread female genital mutilation.
So, why should you care? Because these women see what you cannot, that what happened to their countries is now happening to yours. The anti-Israel mob supports groups like Hamas and Hezbollah, but they could one day be executing your people for their sexuality, or quote-unquote circumcising your young girls, or ruining your economies and creating poverty and struggle.
These jihad supporters are pushing us closer to the day when London, Paris, and New York, and many other cities are no longer free, just like Beirut and Tehran are no longer free. The people who stand with Israel, they know it's a war with Islamic supremacy.
Listen to the voices behind the soundproof glass. They're begging for your attention. Bridget Gabriel, Elika Laban, Yasmin Mohammed, and so many others. The people who would harm them would harm you too if you don't wake up and stop them from getting a foothold in your society.
Look, sometimes the bravest thing that we can do is just listen.